Welcome, 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 everybody. All right, let me turn this fan down. All right, let's get it in. First, what I want to say is this: I'm Maestro. I'm an engineer in the LA area, and I want to talk about what's going on with Busy Works, Dame Taylor, Curtis King little event, and I want to be real about a couple things. Now, first, I'm gonna start with Dame. All right. And what he's telling you is that you don't need to use a compressor or use compressing. All right. Let's see if any of these lies are true. This is what I'm finna do. Let me up the buffer rate. All right. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you what these compressors and stuff do. Let's see if you need them or not. Let me let me show you. Let me see if you need them or not. All right. My bad. We good. All right. So we're gonna start with the kick. Okay. This is the kick by itself. This is with RVox. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's hear that sound in context with the bass. Now, I'm gonna take it off the kick again, RVox off. Look how it sounds faint. Okay. One time on, one time off. First on, first off, then on, off. On. Now, we're going to come over here. Oh, I already put this on here. Now, I'm going to take this off and see if you like this. This is how he wants your beats to be. Versus this. Okay? Now, better yet, what if we just heard this in the beat? Okay? You judge it for yourself. What about since you don't need to use compressors, right? Play if I play this. Now, on top of that, I didn't see the plugin showing up, but they're mastering plugins, and one of them is here. Let me see if you come back up. Okay, this is the Amic. Now, I'm gonna blow this up because this is too small. All right. If y'all can see this, I'm finna start dialing in. Okay. Play the beat. Now, this is without. This is with. Now, this is only a part of it. Now I'm going to separate the mids from the side. This is with a compressor. It's a mastering compressor. It's the reason why they use. Plug in the lines. Here we go. I'm listening to the mids. Now I'm gonna listen to the sides. Now he's telling you you don't need this. What do you think? Let's keep going. Now, this is without everything that you heard. All right, listen. Okay, so right there, I just showed you when he's telling you don't use a compressor. Okay, when you go send your stuff into the record company like this, let me tell you something else. The reason, bro, that Dame Taylor, nobody wants to come on my show, this is what he say. But when you go on there, okay, notice this. He talks, all right, and then when you say something and telling the truth he don't like, he kick you off his show. So ain't nobody scared to come on your show. It's the childish acts behind coming on your show. You see what I mean? This doesn't make sense. A grown man don't act like that. But when it comes to Busy Works beat, you got all day to talk and try and dog him out and whatever. And I'm gonna say something about this to some of you viewers out there. I'm gonna get back at Dame again. Listen here. Music lessons is very expensive. And whether Busy Works took a college degree and what he's telling you in music is the truth. He's telling you how to read music. I went to music school. I got pictures with all kind of artists. I've been with so many people, it's pathetic. I got pictures of me and Snoop, all this kind of stuff. Wait a minute, hold on. So out of all of that, let me show this up front. Okay. This is the time I was sick, but this is me and Snoop Dogg. Okay. This is me and Bishop Don Juan. And this me and Cam. Okay. I've been with them, you name it. So I come from a famous family. So what I'm saying unto you is, okay, with Busy Works, okay, you, Dame, and apparently him had a beat battle. Okay. And within this beat battle, okay, you lost. All right. The next thing is you said on your show that you personally, okay, gave somebody some tacos or some food, fed them or whatever, and no other producer has did that. Okay, let's take a look at that. How do you know? That's an act of God. You don't know what every producer have done. In order for you to know that, you would have to been there. So what's coming out your mouth is not making sense. Okay? Then the next phase. This is internet pimping. It's gone from being somebody that's a teacher who's gonna teach you these people how to get better at music. I come from a musical background myself. But think about it. I see you out here and you hustling them. When Pepe came on, the dude who said that before that, let's look at the demeanor of that. I'm in Los Angeles, okay? So they gonna spend $2,000 to come out here and look at a studio and hang out for a day and leave, okay? And that's hustling, people. Now, in a couple of months on my show, we're gonna do Razzcast. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna pick somebody if they can get here. I don't want no money. You pay your way in. Won't be no more than about 20, 30 bucks. Okay? You can come there. Okay? See them yourself. The object, talk to them yourself. Get numbers yourself. Because you don't have to go through nobody. This is a hustle. This is a pimping game. This is what they've turned this arena into. It's not godly, it's over money. Okay? And so the things that Dame Taylor are telling you, don't use compression. Okay? Don't use any of these things. Just do what he's telling you in his M League or whatever you want to call it. Okay? What are they getting out of it? You people on here never came to Los Angeles. So you may look at what they show you on TV. When you get out here, they go Hollywood. And it's everything on them. Yes, it's Hollywood. Yes, it's studios. But if you don't know nobody, but you ain't got no money, you're not getting in there. So one of the advantages is there's a lot of disadvantages that's going on. Even when it comes down to beat stars, okay, do you know if you play an instrument, rap or sing, your minimum wage is $200 an hour. And I'm going to come with a video. I'm going to prove this to you. Okay? Nobody's talking about that. And then, if it's not that, when Dame, you're out here beating these people and you know it. Okay? They're spending $2,000 for what? Okay? When they get in that studio, they're around all kind of compressors, EQs, and all of that. Okay? If they don't ever watch how to do this, where they gonna get a job at? Doing the beat. But if they did a beat and they knew engineering, they could make their beat better. It would be more interesting because the people who they listening to aren't just regular people that's listening to music. They listening as an engineer technique. When you turn your tape in, you're telling on yourself. You're giving it to artist repertoire. Any of you, you don't need him to do none of that. There's a book. It's by Susan DePass. She founded the Jackson 5. But I'm going to tell you anyway, you can get it. If not, I'm going to tell you anyway. You can call any of these record companies and ask them, are you taking any demos? They'll tell you yes. The object to that, because I had that experience, if they're not done right, they're going to go in the trash. Okay? Why do you think FL Studio has a compressor? Okay? They might not have the compressor that I have, but they have compressors. Okay? What do you think it's in here for? Okay? For no reason at all. Right? Now, if we go take a look at it, why did they put it in here? Let me go to it. FL compressor. Okay. What do you think it's for? Okay? Now, he's telling you not to use it. I just showed you what it does. Okay? So, number one, as a rapper, an engineer, producer, whatever, a rapper got to be more than a rapper because You could go to studio. Is your voice in key? You don't know. So when they give your tape and you turn your tape in to somebody, the thing about it is, okay, is it in key? Okay, you don't know. And if it's not in key, then it's going to be your fault. Okay, so you could be a hell of a rapper, but the producer game ain't right. So what he's telling you, any of you can go on the internet, go to them record companies, or you taking this material. But first, every engineering's into everything. If you're a producer, when you produce, you gotta learn to mix. That's engineering. Okay? So that's a part of it. They all go together, shaping your sound, not just throwing them out. And then he talks about older people. Well, dang, when you came in this earth, your mother had you. Wasn't she older than you? And your uncle's older than people you work for. Aren't they older than you? And at your age, why would you sit up there and the thing about it, y'all don't catch it. I'm gonna have to put it down out here. Don't come with that LA hoodie, on that hood tip, that LA flow, cause that's not you. Knock it off, bro. On some real. Okay? The reason why he asks people, it's a human game. Okay? I'm gonna teach y'all street pimping, class 101. Now, the reason why he says that is really he's not a streety person. Okay? And so when he asks you, what's your name? Where you stay? Where you went to school at? What college have you went to? Or any of this stuff. Okay? This is information. So if you do violence to him, he can run with that information to the police and video off YouTube. Okay? A person from the streets is not going to do that. Okay? That's automatic. Okay? So this whole little thing, when those people who you got in trouble with on the internet want to pull guns and go do that, just look at your mindset for your age. Okay? For your age, we talking about age, right? These people come up to your job and shoot up the job. Say if something like that happened, okay? These people helped you get in the industry. They gave you a chance. You don't give a damn about none of them that's in there. If they get hurt or killed or anything, you on your adult level should know better than that. And what you doing is you hustling these people off images and things that you did. I know every motherfucking rapper you know and better. Okay? And so how y'all turned this into is because people have never came to Los Angeles and they got that envision in their mind of what they gonna do, and they got themselves and they expressing it to try to be better. They're asking you for help. Okay? And what y'all seem to be doing, not everybody, but you, Dame, you are definitely in the hustle game. It's not for the love of them. How am I going to teach them to drive a car if I never let them know what the stuff do to drive the car? How far are they going to get? They're going to make regular beats and send them in. And, okay, as an artist, I'm going to tell you some real insider. Okay? When they look at you, everything as an artist, if you're a rapper or a producer, that they can take away from you and put in your pocket, which ain't nothing but business. They are. Okay, so if you are an engineer, okay, you do the beat. That's 200,000 out your check. Now, whatever they give you, if they give you an advance, because they got to pay them to do that. Okay, songs can take 30 hours on one song, sometime longer. Okay, then on top of that, when you turn them in, see, this is things you should know. Don't you see why my stuff is color coded? Okay, so I know my drums is in the green, dark green is the bass, and it's the rest of the instruments. Okay, and then when you turn your stuff in, there's a lot that has to be done on a professional level. So what he's telling you, by not using these elements, your music ain't gonna be what they want you to hear. And so It's about the money game. And then he turned into the fight promoter. He wants Curtis King and Busy Work Beater Beats to fight. Okay? Well, let's look at this thing. Okay? Them people on there who came on your channel, they wanted to fight. Why you didn't go to them? Why did you? I'm gonna tell Andrew Tucker. A person on the street ain't gonna tell you that. Not from Los Angeles. What you need him for? You handling it. You started it, right? So where's all this at? Okay? So I know, like you hustling these people. And the M League is about one thing: money. If you sold the records you did and did all that you said, there will be no need for you to hustle them and $50 just to listen to some music. Okay? You people, you've been screwed over because, okay? The reason why, okay, I know people too. I got hook up for you too. I just want to hear something that's talent. I want to hear something that's good and I want to hear something that's bad. I want to hear it. Because if it's bad, I'm going to tell you what to do to make it better and try that again. I'm not going to charge you for that. It's going to be for free. Okay? I'm not going to do that. Okay? So, if I charge you just to hear the tape, what are you getting out of it? Oh, he just heard your tape. He made a dumb comment. You could have took that money and put that on bought you a plug-in. Watch my channel, learn how to work this stuff. So now, when you turn it into the record company, like I said, I got done like that. They know you know what you know. And now when you give it to them, they ask you where you get it mixed at. Who did the work on it? You did. Now you got a job as a producer and an engineer. You're more than one person. And if you're an artist, that makes it even better. Because being an engineer, this is tedious and long time it takes to do this. But these people like him, he beating you out your money. And it's based that he's in Los Angeles and show you all of this. Swear your head up. This is pimping. Okay? It's street pimping. And that same street pimping and psychological move that he's using on you, this is all that he's doing. Everything comes out his mouth is a lie. I'm not going to cuss, but now you cussing. Okay? And if it ain't that, it's just one extreme to another. That what you see him do, and none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Okay? So in his instance, if I teach you your design, and these are supposed to be teachers, if they're designed to do one thing, that's to educate you on music, to put you to the level where you can have professionals listen to it, okay, and get a response, okay. Did he tell you you can call up the record company all around the world, you have Google, and ask them, are they accepting demos? It's that easy. And you can sit right where you are instead of coming out here, and that's not even done. Then you fly back, okay? That's hustling you, okay? Because your money is paying for something you want. Now, when Pepe called, okay, I felt sorry for that man. And that other dude who came on after that, he was telling the truth. Dang, you hustling him, okay? For your entertainment, your mind. And then the other dude who came on, and he had, I think you said, 500,000 followers, okay? For him to have 500,000 followers, oh no, I don't want to go against him. But you ready to pick on Busy. And Busy can be on there all day, no interruptions or nothing. But when somebody come up there on your forum and they tell you about yourself, then you ready to act like a 9 years old. I'm gonna mute him, and you talking about how Busy works at because I mean he tell well according to and all of this. And I'm gonna explain that too. Okay, you'll easily jump at him, but if you notice when you on your video you said you did the beat battle. Notice this, Busy Way. Busy Works. Let me show you street game. When you're dealing with a pimp, if you come whole-minded or, a victim, and you don't really say nothing, they run the game on you. Because it makes you do what they want you to do. When you talk to them as a pimp, pimp to pimp, okay, even notice this in relationships, then this is the time to get violent because they can't, not you get violent with them. They want to be violent because you on the same channel. You're on the same frequency. Okay? So out of this, what he's gonna do is this. Busy Works Beat came up from the street, but he's not of the street. But he's a part of the neighborhood. Okay, globally. Now, so with street drama, you're gonna talk about, oh, well, how he says anything, okay, and how he talk, okay. First of all, if that was somebody from the street, they would have told you, listen here, nigga, you don't rent no space in my mind. What, I look like a hand puppet to you? How you gonna tell me what the fuck to say? Say what I wanna say, nigga. You understand me? Am I speaking a language that you don't understand? This English, ain't it? So how you don't understand? What part of that, since you've been talking to me all this time, all of a sudden you don't understand? Okay? Because his delivery, he could have been what you want, nip and Ted, cat in the hat. You can't understand on a college level. You know what I'm saying? He could have clowned the issue. If I was him, he would. And Busy Works. Think about it. You gotta have street sense and school sense blended together. If not, you fall short. People manipulate you off that. And this is the reason why he's saying that. Even his cousin, if you look back at that tape, his cousin said, yeah, I did the beat battle against Busy Works Beat. This is his cousin's expression. Against Busy Works Beat? Man, ain't you crazy? In other words, you can look at him and say, you stupid motherfucker. How in the fuck you think? Because one thing about it, you know what it is? And I'm going to tell y'all, when you go to school for music, you become a motherfucker. Okay? That man knows what he's talking about. I've been in music school. Okay? I've been. I know DSL Fine, Paco, um, a whole quarter notes, eighth notes, all this. If I studied it, okay? That man's not lying to you. Okay? When you blend, okay, because you have some people who have say, I play by ear. And there are some people that's exceptional, but not everybody. And a lot of people hide behind it. So when you combine the knowledge, the skill, and the play together, like Busy Works do, he becomes a great teacher. You're not gonna whoop his ass playing music. You know, if you look at what his name, something Savita, okay, he's trained. Okay, these people do this. And if you got to understand, trap music is past a university in creativity, but it's first grade elementary music. Okay, it is. Okay, but it's highly skillful and it's highly thought. Okay, so now if Busy Works Beat, when he come, all of a sudden Dame on some of his other videos was saying that I put hands on him and all of that. But yet, all them people came to put hands on you. I ain't seen you throw a dirt rock at a passing car. Okay? You ain't said nothing about that. Zero. Okay? So you left that cool. Okay? So why are you trying to be the fight promoter and talk about the YouTube community? How you gonna be with the community and you still having engineers to fight? Is that the kind of community that is that looking out for the community? No, it's not. That's simple minded. Okay? Now, whatever them two got going, why do you want to see them fight? Because there's a thing about it is y'all jealous of that boy. Okay? He took himself to school. He could have been out in the street like any one of us. Okay? He shook the system and made progress off business. Okay? So how he talked is from an educational standpoint and experience that he experienced as not only a musician and music teacher, but a businessman. Okay? That's on some adult stuff. Okay? Now, when you look at it, okay, by teasing him of how he talks or he expresses himself gave you, oh, this a soft nigga. I can run drag game and put him down. Because you said yourself, dang, yeah, he shouldn't be on here teaching nobody. Okay? How can you say that when busy works? This is where you should have hit him at this. Hit him vocally. Okay? Nigga, tell me a minor chord, a major chord. Huh? What's DSL coda? What's DSL fine? What does Paco or Paco mean? This music words. What this mean? What the hell you gonna tell me? Okay? And you can say what you want. It's many beats and thorns and salts idea. That boy, anybody would pick him up. Anybody. You can say what you want. Me, myself. I know more artists than all of y'all. Okay? And can vouch for it. I do me. Okay? I got bat number. I call Battle Cat now. For anybody I want to. I was just with Erica Badu, Boys the Men, Gladys Knight, Earth, Wind and Fire, Lakeside, the Isley Brother. That's a couple of months ago. And now with Razzcast. Am I on here trying to hustle these people? No. Because this ain't nothing to hustle for. I want to see them come up. So if you tired of getting, you're not learning nothing. You want your stuff to pass. And he's telling you, don't watch no engineers. Look what I just showed you. And he's telling you, don't use the compressor. Well, look what the compressor do. What you think the EQ do? What do you think if you put a compressor on the track and feed it in, it makes the instrument even hit harder and thicken up vocals. You don't know nothing but how to turn FL Studio. You don't even use the pan button right here. You don't even use them. They don't even know what it's for. I'm going to give you an example. Let's look at this 808. Then I'm going to get to Curtis Keenings and some more. Okay? Listen to this sub. Let me take this off first. Listen to this. Now, it sounds boxy. Now, as soon as I do this, hit the polarity button. Now, you see, this knowledge that you get is going to make you powerful. So what they did is conspired. Dame, you want Busy Works' position. He had to work for what he got. He had a computer, he had a mind, and he went at it. Okay? But you are the type of niggas in the bucket. Don't want to see the other one get up, or else you want to pull them down. So I want him pull him down by using street gossip show. Because he ain't streety. You see what I mean? But when the real people would not say he ain't real, but when other people called on there and they was on one, all of that go out the door. It's time to cut the show off. So since it's time for you to lead the show on, let it play. Let them, like Busy Works did, let them talk through their whole duration. Not, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to turn it off. We can't listen to this. Okay? So you're talking about how he talked, but you got the same thing, right? Get your grind on like he did and quit beating these kids out their money. The stuff you say, it doesn't even make sense, dude. One thing over and over. And you telling them, quit everything to do with his child. Quit everything and just take that chance and do music. One thing about it. Okay? Y'all remember this. Nothing in this world is the same. How he did it in music, my way is different. Michael Jackson's different. Whitney Houston's is different. Everybody has different. That's led by God. But when you use money, okay, and this is your goal, because you want to build up your channel like Curtis King built his up. So the way to do that, you got to go back, and I told you this, internet pimping. You have to go at the Busy Works. Because if I say that, then his group of people is gonna come over to my channel, right? And I'm gonna teach him to hate him, to try and bring this down on him. What did he do wrong? He took himself to school. He learned. He wasn't stupid. He was paying attention in college. The same thing you could have done. Okay? The same thing I did. Okay? That's a hater. That's a motherfucking hater. Okay? He learned that. He's sharing free stuff. You know how much a music teacher costs? And for the what he giving that information up, that's enough information for people to go on. And then they talk about how many people he helped. Nobody can say he hasn't helped it because I believe it's more than that, than what they say. Because other people watch it and they don't never say there's no way to track how many people is looking at one television or learning from that. Okay? So there's no telling how many people we did. But he earned that. Okay? But what you didn't do, you gotta understand there's certain people you can pick and you cannot. Now, this is another thing we gonna get into. This with Curtis King. Curtis, I'm gonna say this. You are, on the one hand, very unique. Your uniqueness, you don't know. So you stuck in a cocoon state, but you want to be a butterfly too fast. In other words, you in the music, but you don't really understand things because it's a difference in a producer and a musician. Some of the fields that you use wouldn't be in drums. It wouldn't be one that that drummer would select. Okay, but your mind is thinking it, but nobody hasn't sat you down to show you with drums how you want to come up because you're playing music, musical trap. Okay, but if you, first of all, Busy Works did not have to come and select you for business. That's first of all. Second thing, you remember like when him and Mr. Difference had their differences. So if you already knew that information, why did you go into business with Busy Works? And it was about money. But at that same time, you was being tested by God to see this money come over loyalty. Okay? And what I mean by that is it was about money. And even more deeper than that is when, and you talking about the money he paid you or he owe you, whatever, you agreed to it, right? So if you agreed to it, he ain't beat you, okay? But now, let's take a look here. I'm a music teacher, and I'm a musician too. My goal is to make sure people learn and they move on. So if y'all gonna fight together, they need some place to learn that from. I had to go through some issues. I got them pretty much together. They can learn here. Hit the subscribe or whatever. Do you. Hit it. You don't. Feel free. I'm not mad at you. But when you, as a music teacher or somebody they watching on the internet, your obligation, your higher obligation, is to the Father. Because without him, none of this would be. They're not your beats. They're not your song. They're not your music. They're God's music. You don't think of it. He put the thought in your head and you do it. Okay? You were tested. Because why would you? Turn around. This is the first thing. You gonna tell people, and you had a hot version of FL Studio, and that they contacted you and gave you a clean copy of FL Studio, and you made a video on this, and then you said everybody else with them hot copies should throw them away. Where are these people gonna come up with $900? Okay, with them hot copies. Let me say this to you. You don't own FL Studio or Image Line. The second thing, that means let me have. And the same brothers you kick it with, they shouldn't have nothing. They should throw away what they got and just let you have. No, brother, that's wrong. You should have said, y'all with the hard copies, why don't you try writing FL Studio and say, look, I'm on the streets. I don't want to do negative stuff. And I like your program. It's going to help me and my community make it safer, and, and have us to come together through music for positive endeavors. Okay? That's a better approach. But it was me, mine that you didn't do. The second thing is when you came with this mental health garbage. Okay? Black people came from all kinds of traumas, tributes, and tribulation. And in this struggle, what you see is that when you when you when you say that the mental abuse is what you're saying. Have you studied psychology? Now, I just had a buddy less than 5, 6, 7 months ago. He had an issue. I took him to the hospital, whatever. When he got out of there, the medicine they gave causes eye cancer. Okay? Number two. Okay? I've been a parent and a mentor to people of all ages. And I listen to old people. That's why I'm wise. Okay? But you are not a psychologist. Did you see on YouTube, you can go to the video, how they put a nail in your nose, disconnecting lobes in your brain to see if that was wrong with you. No pill started the situation, and a pill ain't gonna take it away. And if that's so good with psychology, why they not taking none of the pills? Okay? And even better than that, okay? In a couple of years, it destroys their body and it kills them. And for every last one of them that was hurting from a problem, and they watching your video on TV, and this mental health, and if you're not happy and you're sad, it's bipolar. It's bipolaroid, a picture of bullshit, because all of this was made up for the pharmaceutical to make money off doping you up. Look at the people that you see homeless, or if you call, I don't call them crazy. They've been neglected. Do it look like the medicine they gave helped them? No. Okay? It's just destroying them. And did you go study the effects of the medicine? Do you know the names of them? I mean, how many names you know? What is the side effects of? So how can I say if a person may have been in a car accident and lost all leg? I have a buddy that happened to. We over there kicking it. His auntie and cousin and stuff all go for a ride, car accident, they all died. Okay? I understand it. But to put them on them type of medicines, you don't even know what these people go. So they've been through a trauma, and for money, you're going to tell them about mental health, what's going to refer them to an agency. And when they sign them papers, they can never own a weapon to protect themselves. And we in here in 23, 24, it's wars, rumors of wars, and that's okay for them. This is violating God, okay? And for everyone that's doped up and died from that, all the murders is on you when you face the man, okay? Music shouldn't be about that, okay? It's a one thing to say if they going through something, you know, you need somebody to talk to. Here's a hotline. You can talk to me one on one, okay? And that's just gonna stay between me and you, not me, you, and them, okay? Because out of all the people I've helped in all conditions, none of them was crazy. What's done to them is crazy, okay? So that's the thing with your focus of what you're supposed to been doing because actually it was already prepared for you, Curtis. What I'm saying is, whether you and Busy Works got this worked out or not, God got you, not Busy Works, not the business. So he guided you to do what you want to do in music. Okay. But the thing about it, if you were smart, the both of you, Curtis, shouldn't have said nothing. Keep learning music. Seeing you in melodics, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. But you need somebody like me, a jazz musician, to teach and tell you what you're doing. And then you're going to be playing something because it's going to be more advanced than what these people are playing now. Okay? We're going to turn this into a band. Okay? That's what this software is about. This is what we supposed to be. When you look at the snare drum or the bass drums, it don't come with one on channel one. It's the front of it and the back of it. You have to mix that into a kick. Okay? So all of these things, I can tell you exactly what you need to know, and you will be motivated in that. But this is psychological evaluation doctor, nothing but that. It's garbage, bro. And all that is destroying the mental minds of people. So first, you want to take away those that got their hot copies of FL Studio, and then you want them to see psychiatrists. Okay, how you think God gonna look at that? At what point over money that I don't care about the lives? These people are paying you, giving you donations. They just want somebody they can trust and keep it real with them. And all of this, you're not doing. Okay? You hustling them. Okay? Both of y'all are jealous of Busy Works Beats. You, Curtis, if you'd have just chilled out, I'd have been learning from him, taking all them courses. And I do a little broadcasting, but I'm doing this because it's to make it as a musician, got to be two things. We got a time in the studio where we like to play, and then the lab, so we know how this stuff works to make what we play sound excellent. And that's what that's about. Another thing, back to Dame. When you made that comment about Quincy Jones, let me tell you something. That was very foul. I see stuff on the internet, but let me tell you something. I was just around Lakeside and the rest of them. You talking about playing instrument? I'm a jazz musician. You say you play drums? You don't want to fuck with this. Trust me, buddy. Trust me. Go look up, you people who watching this, go look up artist Billy Cobham. He black. Watch him play drums. Go look up Stanley Clark and George Duke. You talking about playing music? That's music. I'm a jazz musician. Okay? So when it comes down to that, okay, and what Dame is telling you ain't nothing but lies. And both of y'all are trying to bring Busy Works down. That's your whole thing. Your whole thing. Niggas in the bucket. Busy Works Klein, go do what he did. Go read them books like he did. You got to go to college like he did. You can't skip the line. You know what I mean? You got to go through it too. But why am I going to tell my own fans who support me to come to an M League $2,000? And if you want me to hear your record, you give me $50. A person that's trying to help you ain't going to do that. They're going to say, let me listen to it. And if I'm in the music industry and knowing what I know, I'm gonna say, well, well, why do I get my low end sound so muddy? Okay, if that question was asked to me, okay, I would tell them, okay, I'm not gonna charge you for that. Okay, I would put this parametric EQ2 on here. I'm gonna do it without. Okay, now I would tell you to put this on and cut the low end high pass it at 30. Now listen. Okay, for the low end, because most of y'all do it, but you don't know how much. You have a little bit too low end. Okay, and if you're not teaching these people, what you're doing is hustling. Y'all jealous of that boy. Okay, Curtis, if you would have just been quiet, learn what you could. You got your business going. Now you got the knowledge of music, and you growing in what you do. Not, I'm a rap and just forget doing the producing part. No, it's gonna make you rap better. Okay, it's gonna make everything comes the way you want it to. Busy works are the key, but y'all bit the hand that was feeding you. Okay, and to the rest of y'all that's out here that's hating on Busy Worksby, he did not tell me to do this. He did not pay me to do none of that. I'm saying this off my own thing. And Busy Works, I gotta address you now. Say it again. You have to have two things: street smarts and school smart to stay balanced. Okay, and in this balances, they bombard you off some street shit. Okay, because if you would have been a street person, it would have never got started like that. Okay, because when he sit up there and he asked, Dame told you, uh, what if Curtis pull up to your door right now? Okay, see, that's a street question. But if you would have asked him, if he pulled up to my door, what they got to do with me and you? That's between me and him. What they got to do between me and you? What about them niggas on the line that was gonna kill your ass? I don't see you doing that. You was calling Andrew Tucker. So how can you say something? Nigga, you ain't gonna rent no space in my mind. See, they have to come different because you on that same level. And what he wants to do is see you fall. And anybody, okay, and that guy on there, for dang, that dude on there who, oh, he got over 500,000 followers. Oh no, I'm not going to go over to that. I'm not. Why, dang? Y'all own Busy Works, right? Why? You go at the Busy Works, but him, you didn't say nothing. Matter of fact, you wasn't on TV for a couple of days. You totally switched to something else. Now you back, and people they scared of what I'm saying. No, they ain't. They ain't got time for bull crap, dude. And to really be too truthful, now that sets a bad attitude for the people that's watching it, kids as well as adults alone. All that junk, what does that got to do with music? What does that got to do with music? Nothing. And you people, stop letting them rent space in your mind with lies. I live in LA. Just because I live in LA, you think you're going to come out here and bling? No, it don't happen like that. All right? I'm not far from anybody I want to be around. I say that. So, Dame, you're a mental case. You pathetic, bro. And to sit up there and hustle these people $50 to listen to a tape, y'all could have spent less than that on uh, priority mail, whatever, and you don't even have to do that. You can send it through your computer. Send your beat over there to the record company. What you need him for? They'll do more for you than he will, than he's done for any of them. And all he can do is tell you a bunch of stuff because he hangs around artists and stars. I'm around artists and stars all my life. Okay? My cousin is George Red Calendar. He played bass with Billie Holiday. Okay? My cousin rap. I got to shout out to him in, you know. But I'm from the street, but I'm not of the street. Okay? So when you talk all this stuff, Dan, if you was in it around people on the streets of LA, and you talk like that, they're gonna take off on you. And you know it. You know it and I know. Especially don't come with that in jail. You know it, I already know it. You talking about what you gonna do to Busy Works Beats, but you said that you took up boxing, you got hit in the nose, and you quit. So what you think? What was you thought it was? Tetherball, playing jacks, you know, and then all of this, where you live, where you stayed at, how many people you're around, all that. Come on, dude. What would they call you? Huh? UOG pack of cigarettes from now later gangsters. And y'all don't get along with Snickers. And you be like, yeah, hey, Big Dorito got out of jail. Yeah, yeah. I seen him and Lil Sprite hanging out around the corner at Food for Less house. Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh my nigga. Shit. Lil Cereal and Big Watermelon. Yeah, they just got out of jail. You know, that's what they gonna call you. Come on, dang. Knock it off with this. You ain't street orientated like that. And it ain't supposed to be. This is not the focus because all of this has nothing to do with music. Stop hustling people. Stop being jealous and envious of Busy Work Beats and do what he did. He got off his ass. He went to school to learn. Get it. I would get that information and teach the truth. Not hustle them, tell them go to the psychiatrist. That has nothing to do with you. Okay? And what about the death of it? What do they do if they take it and mess their mind up? Then what do they do? Curtis. Okay? They took your chords. That's how you feel about your audience? They done paid and subscribed and learned and all that stuff they learned. You learned it from who? Busy Works Beats. The majority of people, they can say what they want. Where did they learn the majority of stuff they learn from? Busy Works Beats. Okay? I've learned from him. He's not telling me to do this. I'm just showing you, in fact, the dumminess that's going down between niggas. Y'all too old for this. Okay? You too old for this to be envious and jealous over Busy Works Beats because that boy made something out of himself. Y'all did too, but you on that hater level. Okay? And so don't watch any producers or engineers. You letting this nigga tell you what to do with your eyeballs. Come on, man. You learn what you can so you can expand and be the man you are. You know, or female, they deserve to be in here. They hated on their music, not by me. All right? So, out of all of this, it boils down to one thing. Both of y'all plotted to take that boy down because both of y'all are jealous of Busy Works Beats because he's not on the street and you use hood tactics on him to attack him. Okay? But out of all of it, that's a shame. And there's no excuse for sending people to take psychiatric medicine or learning music. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason they should be paying $2,000 for an M-League just to see Hollywood and fly back home. That's crazy. Or $50 to play a song. That's a shame. You know what? Black people, you need to grow up fast. My name is Maestro, and what I'm finna do is I'm gonna mix a little of this beast. If y'all wanna hang out as I do this, you can, and then I'm gonna stop, and I'm out of here. All right. All right. So for y'all that want to learn a little something, I'm gonna go over here to this kick. All right. I'm gonna turn this limiter off. I'm gonna play the kick. All right. Now with this kick, I want to check the level. All right. When using plugins, they always turn themselves up or down too much. I'm getting it to hit the sweet spot. All right. Now I'm gonna add. Let me see. RVox and make sure. All right, they cool. See how the kick comes in much more. Let me cut. Okay, this is your filters. This is a low pass. That's where I want to cut the bass. Now, with bass, for the sub, I can cut it like 30. Because that's where you cut the lows for parametric. Let me make sure this ain't on. Alright, so you get that guts out of it. Turn the screw. It's the mix level where you're mixing compression with it. This right here is your release. This is my ratio. Okay, this makes all channels different, and I want a mono. This another release. That's how fast I want the beat to come in. Okay, I want a slower release on this. Now, this is like parallel compression. Okay, and I'm saving some of the room for to add bass, so I'm not gonna add a lot. Okay, this is the highs, this is the high mids, this is the mids, this is the lows. All right, now I gotta turn this up because this makes console noise. The sound of an SSL board. this level. Oh, let me go up here. Now I'm gonna turn the bass down to 60. Now you can add some sub to it if I want. But I got the sub filter, so I'm not gonna really add sub. I'm kinda gonna take away. And the reason that I'm doing that is so that I'm gonna add bass to it. I don't need it bassy. I want it to be cool. So now we're gonna go in the mid, lit to the middle zone. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the sides. Okay, you can't really hear it. Now, I did that because when I add these lows, I know what it's gonna do. So I don't want it muddy. Let's drop the lows. Let me make sure everything right here. Okay. Now we're gonna drop sub lab. Remember I told you the plug-in always will either amplify it too high or make it play lower. So keep our eye on that. So you have to learn to shape your beat. You just don't throw them out there. All right, let's hear this together. Okay, now let's hear this with the limiter on. I'm out.